Since ancient times, many civilizations have risen and fallen, leaving only traces in history. But there is one particular people who carry an intriguing mystery: the Amalekites. Did you know they were the first to attack the Israelites shortly after they left Egypt? Who were they? Where did they go? Do they still exist today? The Amalekites were direct descendants of Amalek, the grandson of Esau, and they formed a tribe distinct from the others. Although they were relatives of the children of Jacob, their relationship with Israel was marked by brutal conflict. But what happened to this people throughout history? The Bible mentions several battles against them, and many believe they were completely exterminated. But is that the whole truth? In today's video, we'll dive into this enigma and explore biblical records, historical data, and even some modern theories about the possible whereabouts of the descendants of Amalek. Did they really disappear? Or are they still scattered across the Middle East today? The mystery of the disappearance of the people of Amalek spans millennia. In Hebrew, the name is pronounced Amalek. In both the Hebrew and Aramaic Bibles, it is used to describe a nation considered the enemy of Israel. But what does this name truly mean? Most scholars agree that the etymology of Amalek remains uncertain. However, some intriguing theories suggest it may not just be a personal name, but rather a title, a designation with a deeper meaning. In ancient Aramaic, Amalek carries a meaning: the people who carried away, or those who took. This could suggest a tribe known for conquest, migration, or displacement. According to the Hebrew Bible, Amalek was the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, and his mother was Timnah. This raises interesting questions. Was Amalek a figure of mixed heritage, someone who inherited the strength and traditions of both Semitic and Hurrian cultures? Could this blend have contributed to the strong, independent identity associated with his descendants? The Jewish historian Flavius Josephus refers to Amalek in dismissive terms, possibly referencing his birth from a concubine. This would have placed him outside of traditional nobility. Yet, in Genesis 36:16, Amalek is listed as a tribal chief, indicating that he became a leader of significance and left a legacy strong enough to be remembered. The Amalekites traditionally lived in strategic regions like the Negev and Sinai deserts. Their mobility and frequent raids made them persistent enemies of Israel, especially around Kadesh. Interestingly, Genesis 14:7 mentions Amalekites even before Amalek's birth, suggesting Moses may have used familiar names for earlier inhabitants of the region. Their first major clash with Israel came in Exodus 17 at Rephidim, where Moses, with the help of Aaron and Hur, kept his hands raised in prayer during battle. As long as his hands were lifted, Israel prevailed, creating one of the most iconic images in biblical history. But the conflict didn't end there. The Amalekites reappear throughout the Old Testament. Numbers, Judges, Samuel, Chronicles, and Psalms, always as a recurring threat. Their last mention comes in the book of Esther, where Haman, the man who plotted to annihilate the Jews, is believed by many to be a descendant of the Amalekites. If true, it would suggest the tribe survived for centuries, blending into empires like Persia. Archaeological evidence also points to Amalekite activity in the Negev desert, with fortified sites like Tassos and Tel el-Khelife, possibly tied to their conflicts with Saul, especially over valuable copper resources. Whether a tribe, a warrior clan, or a lasting bloodline, the Amalekites were a thorn in Israel's side for generations. But were they destroyed or simply absorbed? History shows that many ancient Semitic tribes, including possibly the Amalekites, were assimilated through intermarriage and conquest. It's likely that some of their genetic legacy persists in modern populations across Jordan, Israel, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Iraq. Though no tribe today identifies as Amalekite, their story may live on, in the bloodlines of the region and in the echoes of Scripture. If you enjoyed this deeper dive into biblical history, leave us a comment below. Until next time, may God bless you.